Max, congratulations first and foremost. What was your reaction to being named vice captain today?
Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise. I had a phone call with Rosie yesterday, and it was a short one really. He said, "Do you want to be vice captain?" I said, "Yeah, of course." I mean, it's a big honour, huge honour. You know, I've been in the change room the last 2 years, especially with a lot of leaders, learned a lot off them, and we've brought some in as well. And I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to lead, and not just the young lads, but the senior lads. But yeah, it's a huge honour.
Did he outline what he expects, what he wants from you as vice captain at all?
I think it's fairly straightforward. To be a leader on and off the pitch. I think not just by speaking, by your actions and how you play as well. That's a big thing for me. If I can put on performances which catch the eye and be a role model in that way, as well as how I talk to the lads and stuff, people around the place, that will be a big benefit and you know, help to the team.
A leadership role isn't really new for you though, is it? Because we've seen how you have sort of led the way for a lot of the guys in your age group that came up together, and even watching you today just after training, going through a few things with some of the guys, you've sort of naturally evolved into that role anyway, haven't you?
Yeah, I think you know, I've been captain growing up, and I think, you know, because I was in the first team at quite a young age, I had people come up to me, put their arm around me, you know, tell me if I needed to be told, if I wasn't doing enough and stuff like that. And I think I'm the same. You know, if the standards aren't high enough, if you know the quality isn't there, attitude, then it's going to be said. But you know, if something goes well or the lads are doing well, then 100% they need to be told. And I'm trying to just pass on my knowledge and experience that I've learned from them players in the last, you know, 4 years probably, and not just in the first team, but when I was coming through as well. They helped me a lot.
We were looking through some old footage for an academy piece the other day, and lots of pictures and clips of a young Max Bird going all the way back to under 10s, which I'm sure will drop in to embarrass you. What would he make of where you are at now in your career?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think when I was 10, I wouldn't have imagined anything like this. I think more so when I was 14, 15, it would have been, you know, an ambition of mine. But I think I've been brought up to be a leader. You know, my dad taught me a lot about stuff like that, going to watch United. We used to talk about Rio a lot and Scholesy, you know, people like that, and obviously Rooney. But I think it's another challenge for me. It's the next part of my development. I want to kick on again this season. I want to have another a good season where I can kick on and develop, and you know, not just on the pitch, off the pitch as well, can be a big factor.
New season not far away. How's the body feeling ahead of it?
Yeah, it feels good. You know, worked hard in the off season, had a good off season. Come back feeling good. You know, we've brought in a lot of new faces and we're still trying to gel together at the minute. But there's been some really good stuff. Training's been very good in the last week or so, especially. The game against Hertha Berlin, you know, was a good start for us. Like Liam said in his interview the other night, we've got a lot to do, we've got a lot to work on. And like I say, the way we play is very different. And for these new players coming in, it's probably different and hard for them to understand at the minute, like it was for me this time last season and all the players that were here last season. But we've got to, now it's you know, my job, Kurt's job, the players that were here last season, to coach that as well, and not just Liam and Justin to coach that. So that's our job, and hopefully we get to a similar place that we were towards the end of last season in terms of structure and how we play. And I think we'll have a positive season.